see if we're on. I think we're on. It says we're live. Let me see. Check. Make sure I go live here on my own thing, so I can. Whatever.
So,
yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we're live.
Are we? Okay.
Yeah. So unmute that one. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to make sure I turn my volume off on the phone.
Everybody got your
Looks like we're.
Everybody got your phones on airplane mode, or we stay
Yeah.
in Old Spice? Are we?
See, wait for it to come up. Your channel. It says I'm live, 5 watching, which is probably all of us. There we go. That's I just wanted to get
thumbs up.
Oh, Ozarks. Hey, Ozarks is already here. We have our first victim. Watcher today. Going on, Ozarks. I gotta watch the new video you just put up for what is it? That's one of the things I want to do next year. There's Adam Sandoval's thing. I can't think of the name of it. Of course, now I'm live.
Stubborn American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but that's one of my things on my list maybe for next year. So
I thought you were talking about your trip to Mexico.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh, that's for deliveries. Mexico's the deliveries once a week. Not for real, YouTube. Don't whatever. Did you see Dan the fireman got his channel blocked?
You didn't see deliveries of what?
No, I didn't see that.
No.
One of Dan's videos got pulled down, and I think they did something to his channel because of the it was too violent. Well, he shows motorcycle accident pictures and videos and talks about them, So they pulled him down. I think he lost some of his sponsors and stuff too. And it was nothing. It was his typical content that he puts up like on a daily basis. And I don't know if somebody reported him or just.
Have you all seen what along the lines of what you're talking about, Chris? I think YouTube sent out a policy thing. I read some of it about a week or two ago. They're changing their offensive stuff.
Are they? I haven't seen anything yet.
They're like taking the criteria. They've taken, like, for one, they've taken the C word information and moved it to its own. Pretty sad when they have their own damn links associated with just that. But they're also. I was watching. Have you guys watched Daniel Batal? But he did a live stream earlier in the week with, I think his name was D. Nimmons. And I guess YouTube is going to remove the thumbs down button.
Yeah.
In a slow progression from the viewers, not from actual usage. Like, we'll be able to look in our channel on the backside in the studios and see it. But apparently it's going to be removed from viewers being able to count the numbers of down thumbs and all that kind of stuff. So I've been getting there's some more stuff coming, but
I've been getting the thumbs down at random, and a lot of times it's been stupid. Like, even before the video's gone live, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, cool.
Yeah, but
why are you here?
I was watching a Hell's on Two Wheels did a live stream 2 weeks ago. It was the one before going down to the Lone Star Rally.
Yeah.
And, dude, I kid you not. He hadn't even started his live stream. It was counting down.
Yeah.
And he had 3 right out the door. Halfway through his thing, which was only like an hour long, he was live streaming trying to talk with one of the event managers of the city for the Lone Star Rally, the guy who does all the coordinations or whatever.
Yeah.
In the middle of that, by the time he was halfway through, it was like a rookie quarterback interception record. Dude had more dislikes than he had likes.
Jesus.
I mean, it was like 15-14. I kid you not. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. There's something going on too, because we've all anybody right now in our community
really bad. I don't know if that's me or you, but
sounds fine here.
Me? Huh. Yeah, you were blurry a couple minutes ago. Looks like you're clear now, but
maybe it's mine.
All right. Yeah, because I was worried my microphone on the last live stream I did for the glove giveaway was kind of crappy when I played it back. So I'll probably end up replacing these headphones. I like these for editing, but I don't know. I like to have something with a microphone in the front. Let me see. We got
It's funny
Mr.
you
G.
say that because
Yeah.
my son, we bought him for Christmas a year or so ago, a pair of, they're called Astro A10s.
Okay.
And it's an over-the-ear headphone with a boom mic. And I've used them twice when he wasn't using them for gaming or something like that. And I just now was like, you know what the hell with this? I went ahead and ordered a pair of myself on Amazon. I'll send you a link to them, but they're
Okay.
all the tech in them is from Logitech.
Okay.
But I'm in the
that
same
sounds
boat as
good.
you because this crap here, I'm getting kind of tired of it because it's so high pitched. The high tones are always there.
Yeah.
His headphones that I was listening to another video on gave a really good job of a good spectrum of all tones. So
Yeah.
what's up, Mr. G?
That Mr. G's here. Hell's on Two Wheels is here.
9 mils.
Hell's on Two
9
Wheels.
mils.
Everybody on two wheels.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, these Toby, these are Astro A30s. I've had these for 12 years and they've never failed me yet.
Yeah.
This is a microphone from Best Buy. It's like $35.
Yeah.
JLab.
Okay. Yeah, I like the Bluetooth. I hate
ones I
having
bought-
more cords and stuff. I hate having the cords and all that. 'Cause you
The
move,
one I just bought,
do that.
and I don't mind it. I'll use Bluetooth like mics and all that kind of stuff when I'm doing product or mail, installs or mail reviews, so I can walk up and do stickers and not have cords all around me. When I'm sitting like this, I got no problem having a cord. But just like what McSash just said, I just got those on Amazon for $29.
Okay.
And they'll be here tomorrow. So
all right. Yeah, I'll listen to the live stream again later. I'll throw it on the TV and see how I sound. I'm picky. I don't want it to sound too crappy. I know we're not the most professional live stream out there, but at least want to sound halfway decent.
Right.
All right, we'll start the questions in a minute, like we always do. Welcome everybody that's watching. Let's see, we got at least four people watching other than us. It says 10, but who knows? I think 5 of them might be us as usual. But first thing you're going to notice, if everybody hasn't been following us, we lost Bubba, John Arthur, in September. He had a heart attack. If I remember correctly, he had been in intensive care for a few days after that and didn't pull through. So we're not going to be replacing Bubba anytime soon. We'll be looking somewhere down the future to have a 6-man or a guest again. We're going to discuss that more later on. But I just wanted to take a moment to say rest in peace, Bubba. He was a good part of the group. I spent most of my time with him at BAM 21 this year. We sat it out, a lot of the rides with the rain and stuff. So never got to have all 6 of us together in one room. So that was one unfortunate thing from BAM 21. We just couldn't pull it off. Just everybody had their own thing they wanted to do. The last day, I think we got 5 of us together, and Bubba went off and did his ride he wanted to do. So hopefully somewhere down the road we can find somebody for a 6-man, but right now we're not looking for anybody. So but that's what, I don't know if anybody else has anything they want to say about Bubba, your time, little bit of time you guys got to meet up with him or talk to him.
I'll just say, I mean, you and I obviously rode down together to Virginia, and we dropped you off at the hotel, and I was the first one that got to the Sonic, and John was there, and he immediately, I mean, I don't do super great in social situations. I mean, he just made me feel, he came right up to me, made me feel at home. There's a couple of times up at Clinch that we had some time in between rides and different things that we got to talk, and it was really great getting to meet him finally in person and talk to him, and was really looking forward to spending more time with him at VAMP 22. But unfortunately, I mean, it still feels weird. I still can't believe he's gone. I mean, it feels weird doing the live stream without him, and even in our chat and on Instagram, it feels off because he's not a part of it anymore.
Yeah. And that's what McStash and I met up with him in Ohio there like a couple of weeks before everything happened. He seemed fine, and That was a nice day just to go out there. We had some crappy barbecue at that place. I won't mention their name, but it was nice to meet up with him. One of his friends came with him from Indiana and rode with him. So, and I know McStash, you went to the thing they had at his workplace, didn't you?
Yeah. I went down there and visited with his wife and his boys. His one boy brought that Goldwing, the 1100 Goldwing he had been working on for so long. Bought it as a basket case and brought up. Dude, it was really nice, really nice. I understand why he enjoyed putting that thing together so much. It was a good looking bike.
Yeah. I know. I think, Sinister and I and Ozarks got to ride on the back of the Dragon with Bubba.
Yep.
I think that may have been the last videos that Bubba put up was us riding the back of the Dragon. So I don't think he did anything after that.
Yeah, in hindsight, I really wish I'd gone with you guys that day.
Yeah. You don't know, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we lost John, and then 2 weeks later, one of my neighbors I rode with, he died. I didn't know he had actually had a stroke at the beginning of the summer, and my wife and I kept looking out. I'm like, man, one of his stepsons was mowing the lawn. I used to see him outside all the time. He'd watch my channel, watch for my videos, and hadn't seen him all summer. I said, well, maybe he met somebody. He'd been single for years. His wife had passed from cancer several years ago. So I said, he always talked about wanting to get out and meet people. And the whole summer he was in a home because he had a stroke, and he never recovered from it. He ended up passing away about 2 weeks after Bubba died. So that was unfortunate. He was healthy. He was actually 69 years old. You would have thought the guy was early 50s. I mean, he had his own gym in the back of his house. I mean, there's people still coming in and out. The kids are over there right now, but his youngest son with his wife graduates in 2 years. But he's the poor kid. He's already lost his mother and his father before he's even gotten out of high school. Luckily he's got stepbrothers that can watch after him. So, but it's unfortunate. You never know when somebody's going to go. So, but enough of that. I don't know if you guys else want to talk about Bubba anymore. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Or
I just want to say I was thankful to meet him and get to ride the back of the Dragon, and he'll be dearly missed, and it's odd not having him here.
Yeah. So I say it's going to be hard to replace him. All six of us clicked like that, like we knew each other a long time, and it's hard to believe it's been a year since our first one already. So I was just seeing all the posts from Facebook, the memories from last year. I think John was actually, when I put it out there on Instagram, I think John was actually the first person to say, he wanted to do it, and then Throttle Fiend. So, all right. Well, we have the 6 questions like we usually do. Actually, technically, we only have 5. That was the Bubba thing was actually going to be our 6th question, but I figured I'd put that out there first because, Bubba was a big part of this group, and he's always going to be a big part of this group. We'll always have something to talk about, even though we've all only really known each other a year. We only got to meet up that one time, but I'm glad we did. And Pam 22 will be next year, so that's in the radar. But we'll go ahead and start on our questions. It looks like we got 12 people here. We got quite a few people. Yeah.
Nope, we lost Toby.
Uh-oh. All right, we'll wait a second here. But yeah, I was going to go ahead and get started on the next set of questions. We'll see what happens if he pops back in here in a minute. I'll have to pay attention to that. Yeah, I think he was having issues earlier. Mm-hmm. It looked like he was kind of staticky a little bit. That's all right. We're not professionals here. So, but you can subscribe to all our shenanigans. Let's see, riding in the Ozarks. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and get started till Toby comes back because I don't want to drag it out, have people bail on us before we even start the questions. So we'll just catch up with him when he comes back in. I'll keep an eye out in the comments and stuff. All right. First question we're going to start off. This is unfortunately one of those COVID questions. Everybody's trying to get back to normal. Don't know what the hell's going on in the world because it's worse now than it was last year, I think, personally. But we'll start with Throttle Fiend. Are you back to working or school in person, and how has it affected making content? And also, there's a second part to that question. Has it affected your time watching YouTube?
Well, I'm in a kind of a special situation on two fronts. As everybody knows, I work at a hospital, so I've been vaccinated with both jabs since January. I got my booster right before Halloween. So that really hasn't affected things. The bigger thing, obviously, as everybody knows, the accident. So I have been back to work. I actually never really stopped working. When things kind of hit the fan last March, I volunteered to be the in-office person because, oddly enough, I'm that person that likes working in the office more than I like working from home. I want to, unless I'm working from home full time, I want to separate the two. Currently, I'm in office 2 days a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. That may be changing very soon, as one of my teammates recently took a new position, and her last day is December 3rd. So that may necessitate me coming in more, which is fine. It's just crazy right now because Chris is in nursing school. And you probably know the area, Christopher. She's in Batavia for school. So, and we're down to one vehicle right now. So getting all that figured out is kind of crazy, but nothing's really changed for me. I mean, again, as with everything, it all comes down to the wrist, which I've got more to say on that. I think I'm either the next question or the question after that. So,
how's it affected your YouTube watching time?
It hasn't affected it at all. I will be completely frank. I have not watched a whole lot of motorcycle content. I have watched, certain people, present company, watched videos, but I really have not been watching as much as I normally would. I've kind of been in a bad place the last 5 months, but overall YouTube watching, I mean, I've been more messing around on my Xbox when I do have some free time.
Sometimes you do need a break from it all.
And I do hopefully have a video coming out next week. I'm not going to say anything because I want it to be completely, but it's not like anything I've ever done before, and it's actually not motorcycle related. So I'm hoping that it'll find an audience.
We'll be watching out for that. All right, Mr. McStash, your questions.
COVID never affected anything to do with anything in my life. I didn't stop work. I'm not in an office. I'm in a shop where I have my area to work in, so they just kept us separated. It didn't affect me anyway that way. Making content, since I haven't had, I don't know how to say this the right way, so I'm just going to throw it out there. Since I haven't had as many people want to be around me, I guess I'm enjoying it, and it's allowed me to think more. I've actually visited with more moto vloggers and gotten other ideas of mini series, I guess you'd call them, or themes to run with. The Roadside America has been blowing up. I've been doing those, and people eat those up. They're little short bits, but I mean, it's something to see. The ones that come out today was a pink and green giraffe. Seriously, what's a pink and green giraffe? But hey, it's on the side of the road. It's 12 foot tall, 14 foot tall, whatever. We've seen it.
Okay. How's it affected your watch time? Obviously, I don't know how much you're watching YouTube right now, if that's changed at all in the last 6 months, year.
It's actually slowed down my watching of YouTube because I've had the wife has come up with more projects around the house. I mean, I have a certain core that I watch. This group, another group I'm in. There's a few that I hit no matter what. Make my comments. Some of them I just hit play while I'm in the car and listen to them as we go down the road. It's slowed it down a little bit, unfortunately.
All right. I know Sinister's had quite a few videos coming out from his ride this year. So if you want to talk about, I don't know, as far as how your work schedule is going, if anything's changed, and making content?
No, I work from home, so I've been
Okay.
doing it for over 8 years now. So
Okay.
pre-COVID, so it never affected anything since I'm not around anybody. So that's not been an issue.
Okay.
As far as like my creating the content, it hasn't. I mean, I've been traveling probably more this year than I have in past years. I did the world record poker run, so I was gone for almost 2 weeks there. So that's less time, watching YouTube videos. But anytime I'm out on a trip and vacation, I'm like filming something like almost every day.
Yeah.
Trying to kind of stack up on videos and just take people along with me with, where I'm going. So yeah, I wouldn't say the biggest thing is just finding time to watch people's videos, because usually what I've been doing is kind of going to someone's channel and binge watching a bunch of videos and then on to the next one.
Yeah. See, Toby's.
Yeah.
Toby's trying to get back on. He says, let's see. Where is he? There. I think he just popped up. Okay. He said he had a problem with his internet. Let me get Toby back on. Maybe. And there, he's back. Okay. Go ahead, Sinister. You can finish. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
Look at you.
That was pretty much it.
Okay.
I've been going on a lot of trips. I did 3 long trips this year, so I've just kind of been all over the place. And 2 were almost 2 weeks long, and 1 was a week long. So I did a lot of riding, probably around 12,000 miles or so. That's true.
Nice.
Okay. Sorry, Hell's on 2 Wheels. We're going to keep it with just the 5 of us. Hell's on 2 Wheels wanted to join us. We don't want to have a 6th person just yet. Hopefully you still stick around and watch. Maybe down the road we'll have a 6th person, but I just, in honor of Bubba, I'm keeping that 6th space open. Sorry, I don't want to kick anybody out of the studio, but I just want to keep it with the 5 of us for today. Probably the next one too. So, all right, Toby, we were on our first question still. Are you back to working or school in person? Has it affected making your content? And also, has it affected watching YouTube?
Yeah, I'm still. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm still breaking up. Everything else is still breaking up really bad. I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, I'm not back to work yet. We're not expected to get back to work until after the new year.
Okay.
Has it affected my content creating? Yeah, I would say so, because I mean, not COVID and not distance working and all that stuff, but just life in general. Yeah, it's some people have seen the latest mail calls that I've put out there.
Yeah.
I reckon like back in February and March, April time frame. So
Yeah.
first chance I've had to put them back on. I'm cutting up. I apologize.
There's a word from our sponsor. Yeah, they won't sponsor us. We talked about trying to find sponsors, and whatever. It's not worth spending that much time looking for one. If they want to sponsor us, contact us. But other than that, all right. Let me see. Back to my question, I guess now. Back to working, school in person. I never quit working in person. I actually started working more last year. I started working more last year. I'm actually working 70 hours a week in person, Monday through Friday. As far as making content, it's gotten tougher because I can't film anything during the week. I used to have a little bit of time before work to do that. Now I'm trying to make money so I can go on trips and pay for these projects that I can make videos about that I have no time to make videos about now. So, but the thing right now is, I posted it multiple times. My watch time's like half of what it used to be. The viewership's half of what it used to be. I think I'm going to try and do more shorts in the meantime. That last shorts video I did was just random because my saddlebag bracket broke again. That's the second one of those that broke on me in a year. So in the meantime, I'm looking for probably new saddlebags, and I might just make my own brackets because I like the quick release. I like to be able to pull them on and off to clean the bike or whatever. So yeah, like I said, if you watched it, Easy Brackets. Yeah. I need a sponsor to send me saddlebags. Yeah, they no more Easy Brackets. They're $176 a set too.
Wow.
So yeah, last set lasted me a year. First set lasted me 3 years, and they were about to fall off the bike when I took them off when I came home from Sturgis. So yeah. So enough of that. We'll go on to question 2. Let me see, what did we have? How do you handle the frustrations of YouTube, and do you struggle to come up with content because of those frustrations? And Throttle Fiend, will go with you. That's with the YouTube burnout thing, basically.
Right. Again, everything goes back to the whole, not being able to ride. I want to be complete. Everybody who knows me, watches my channel, who knows me as a person, knows that I'm always open and honest. Things are really up in the air right now. I want to officially make the announcement here that I did go see my surgeon last week. He took some final x-rays. I am cleared 100% with no restrictions, with the caveat being, don't do anything stupid. As I've said in my last video, I don't think I could handle a Grom right now, let alone a 5, 6, 7, 800 pound Harley.
Yeah.
But that being said, my lawyer wants to wait until next summer, so it'll be a year past the surgery before he submits the demand letter to the at-fault driver's insurance, and then who knows how long that process is going to take. So I've been saving up some money. I got a decent amount put away so far. I'm continuing. I mean, things are tough right now with Kristen working part-time, being in nursing school. We don't have the expendable income we used to have, but I'd like to have enough set aside that I can at least get something next year when I'm ready to ride it. I hate to say it. It may have to be a small bike. It may have to be a 300cc, like the KTM 390 Adventure or something like that. Just something I can just pay cash for and get on and ride. And then, if and then when the settlement comes in and all that, I mean, I just want to be made whole again, honestly, at this point. It's just really, it's really been frustrating, without being able to ride, the mental state, like I said, there's certain YouTubers, present company, obviously, and other people that, I watch content on, but by and large, I haven't been watching a whole lot of my motorcycle content just because it puts me in that mindset. Reminds me of what's going on, and I kind of want to get away from that, which has been tough because I don't have a whole lot of other hobbies. So burnout isn't a problem, as I've said before. I mean, I've got 5 bazillion ideas for content, and I'm always willing to share. YouTube to me is not a zero-sum game. If somebody wants to make a video of the same content I did, I hope you do a better job at it than I did. I'm always willing to do everything I can to help the community. So that part's not an issue. It's just this damn wrist.
Yeah. Yeah. This time of year, we're not going to be, wow.
Exactly.
I've got that new bike. I've got it. I finally got the title and everything for that. So now I got to find time this week to get over there. But I plan on riding that this winter. Not going to ride all the way to work. I'll probably stick around local, but I think it'll be fun. I've been eyeing up the farm roads with it and stuff. So, but all right, Mr. McStash, your question.
Uh-oh, we lost audio.
We have no audio for McStash.
Okay, now you do. You hit the button, stuff happens. It's kind of cool. The frustrations are not of YouTube. It's just dumb operator error stuff. Actually, I've been in that discussion with a lot of people. I lost 4 subs today. I lost 6 subs today. I don't have any likes on this video, and it had 15 likes. I don't watch my numbers and my metrics that close. So if I drop 3 people in a day, I probably don't know. I look at it once a month or once in a while, or like now I'm getting close to 600. So I'll check on it, maybe once a week, maybe every other week. It's because to me that 600 number is just a chance for me to give more stuff away. And for anybody that's excited about one of my giveaways, understand this: there's not a lot of money involved. There's a lot of fun involved. So and that's part of why I started doing it. The wife come up with the idea of every 100 subscribers we give away. So we just have fun with it. We don't. And as far as the burnout, I enjoy what I'm doing. I tried to come up with some original content, and when I would come up with something original, I'd find somebody else had already done it. So I'm okay with copying somebody. I mean, I did when I did my 2 individual videos, I actually ripped that off of Blue Viking Doyle, and he didn't do 2 people, but he was talking back and forth to himself. So I said, well, shoot, I'll put 2 in the same frame, and this will be cool. And then here we come with, what's his name? Patrick.
Guy.
No, Patrick, Motor Ramblings. Yeah, thank you, Randy. He's doing videos with 4 people in them. I mean, the same guy. And so there's nothing original on YouTube. So I have given up on that. I'm kind of like Randy. If you're going to do what I did, do it and go crazy with it. Love it. Because eventually I'm going to do what you do and rip you off. So, all's fair in love and YouTube. But as far as frustration, I actually enjoy it. I get times where I'll have a stack up, which I've actually figured out how to do it, guys. I'm actually stacking videos now. I'll have a stack of 5 or 6 videos, and then I'll go for 5 or 6 weeks and not even do anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of a give and take with me. I don't really, maybe that's why I don't get to burn out, because I don't hammer at it. I'm not there, every day or every week. Oh, I got to get a video out by this. I just let it roll. I enjoy it. And as long as I enjoy it, I'm going to do it.
Good. Sinister, your question?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't frustrated sometimes. I think it's more like, I think to myself, am I doing this right, or I'm doing something wrong, but I feel like I always have the content. I really try to do that on my vacations, and I actually plan everything out and try to figure out, okay, where can I go? What would people like to see? Because there's a lot of stuff. I like history, and so I'll go to a lot of places and I'll show history and I'll talk about it. I like the historic aspect of things. And so I'll talk about that and show a little bit of it. So a lot of my stuff is destination rides, which, with weather, it kind of gets in the way sometimes. But where I'm on vacation, I got all the time in the world, or at least I feel like I do. And I just plan it all out. But like McStash was saying, I do have content that all the way back from September when I was on my vacation that I'm still trying to get through. So I've stacked up some videos, and I still have some stuff that I need to do an install. Well, probably like 2 more installs. But I don't. I'm not going to probably hammer out like 2, 3, 4 videos a week. That's just not me. I don't even have the time to do it. If I can get one out, I'm happy. I just can't do that with my job. It's too time consuming. So I just enjoy it, and the best part of doing this is the people I've met. I've met all of you.
Yeah.
And especially doing the poker run, I've met a ton of people, and I hope to meet more people in the future. There's more and more people pop up that I don't even know about that started doing this. And if I can help people, that's a great thing too. Yeah. There's some way I can give somebody an idea. I'm definitely not the best at this. I would just say, have fun with it. So.
All right, Toby, your question, number 2.
Yeah. I would agree a mixture with what McStash says, and Hells on Two Wheels responded in a really good way. That No, okay, let's put it this way. Is there a topic that has not been covered on YouTube as far as motovlogging? Probably 99% correct. There probably has not been one. Has it been covered in the way that Randy covers it, or Throttle Fiend, or you, or McStash covers it? No. And that's something I learned watching, I can't remember who it was, Daniel Batal or it was Think Media or somebody was saying how even if you're struggling with content, they said, go to the larger channels. I go on Blockhead's channel or whomever's channel if I'm watching stuff, and I'll tend to make some little notes. And if they're talking about a specific topic, if there's a subcategory of it that I know a little bit about, I'll write that down to consider expanding on it and go into some detail on it later on. And then they also say, look in the comments section of those things. And if there's any questions somebody's asking that aren't getting addressed, if you know about the information, have at it. That's why I agree with you that, has everything been covered? Yeah, but not in everybody's own style and everybody's way. I mean, everybody has different editing capacities, software capacities, page, time, like what you said, Randy, as far as how much time you have to do stuff. Me personally, I'm the same way. I stack in videos. I've got mail calls stacked up because I just caught up with all the crap that I was just recording. I've still got a whole sack full of mail I got to record and do. And I still have videos to, guys, I still haven't even done a VAM video yet. I don't even have a lot of VAM stuff. I've just got some photographs and I want to do sticker stuff off of the VAM stuff. McStash, you get, when I met you first time at the HD dealer, you guys, I haven't grown into that yet where I can walk into a business or anywhere with a cell phone or a live GoPro or something and just start talking like a news person. I'm not there yet. I'm not knocking it. I wish I was there, but I feel awkward. And
it's that. People you meet. I got a chance to meet you, so I had to film that, Oh,
well, no, I was vice versa. I got to meet the great McStash. But that's my point is like when you go, it's like we all joke about it. When you go to VAM, when you go to the World Record Poker Run, when you go to a Moto Meetup, FDBM, everybody's recording everything,
Yeah.
And I have a hard time doing that because I'm so busy, I'm a, handshake, hug type of guy. Yeah. I'm so busy meeting everybody and conversating with them. I'm like, oh crap, I could have caught that on film. That's my frustration is not in burnout. It's in, like Randy actually said, I don't have the time. And when do you ever have time? So, but I when I get into a swing of editing, it's fun as hell. And for some reason, because I use Filmora, and sorry to drag on, just use Filmora, and it's funny. You use any software, and you learn to play with it, mess around with it, and forgive the analogy, but you play with it, and it grows. The knowledge and information grows. So
you're not jerking us around either.
Smells like Old Spice in here.
All right. I'll talk about my frustrations a little bit. Obviously, nobody has original content. I mean, you do it in your own style. It is what it is. You can't just, I'm going to be the first to do this, and I'm like, shit, there's 10 other people that did this video already. I mean, you kind of build off what they do. Sometimes you look at the comments in their comment section too. It's like, well, you didn't say this about it. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that one in my video then, because you always, if you get a video that does really well, you already know you're going to get the stupid comments. And I actually enjoy those. I always post those right up on Instagram as soon as I get them. I'm like, hey, look at this idiot. Now, one good example of that's, I did that electric lawnmower video. I'm like, I'm going to do that because it's something I want to do. I've had a tendency to just do what I want to do when I want to do it. That video's actually done like 3,400 views since I've done it. It's still one of my biggest videos of this year. And, you get the stupid comments. You didn't even show how to start the mower. It's an electric lawnmower. You pull the handle and you push it. And you go. I'm like, maybe, I didn't even comment back. I wanted to comment back. Well, maybe you shouldn't be running a lawnmower if you didn't see how to start it when I did like this. Matter of fact, I did comment back. I said, look at this time period in the video. You pull the handle and
you
go.
can't figure
It's
how
like
to
any
start an
other
electric
mower.
lawnmower, get electric lawnmower running. You don't need to be on a motorcycle.
No.
You take your fingers and stick them up underneath the deck.
Yeah.
Underneath the what?
Deck.
Okay.
Deck.
Okay.
Deck.
All right.
That way the blade goes vroom, vroom, vroom.
We're not going to compare deck size here on the chat today.
Oh, I brought props. Never mind.
We'll save those for the
Are you
after
going to
show.
start comparing drone sizes though?
But you said borrow a ruler.
Here, let me whip this out.
I watched that last night.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again.
What is it?
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we
gracious.
was talking about those Mel Brooks films last night. Blazing Saddles,
Yep.
Princess Bride. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, they're supposed to be making a part 2 of History of the World now.
Yes.
Oh,
They
yeah.
announced that. Yeah, sometime next year. I'm like, hopefully he's still alive by the time they finish it. 'Cause Mel Brooks he's got to be in his 90s. He's got to be up there. I love those movies too. Those are the best movies.
Chris, that's a good question by My Done Life. I notice a lot of YouTubers do a 1 month of daily videos. I think this is to jumpstart the algorithm to make your channel be noticed. And what do you guys? Anybody know? I have an idea of what he's describing.
Oh, you know who does that? She was at Van.
You mean like front loading videos? Is that what he's talking about?
I think you just do a video every day.
Oh Lord.
Nona Grace. Nona Grace does that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're pre-making the videos and then you just load them all to premiere on or load up or publish on.
I think you just publish every day.
days?
Like because Nona Grace just records at her kitchen table every day, and she'll she'll pick a subject, and it's just something about her daily life, something to do with her chickens or her husband or the kids, or I think she used to be a school teacher. She'll pick up a subject from that.
Yeah,
but she'll just
all the same thing.
Yeah,
and it does work. Me and Superman Kev used to be dueling with the numbers. We were right there, even and even. And then he started doing his regular video, and then another video, a funny video, Funny Friday video. So he's putting out two videos a week. He blew past me straight up to like 800. Once he started doing that for a regular basis, it started snowballing, and it jumped him up a couple hundred real quick.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think I don't. So I guess maybe the answer of that is I don't know if I'd say that's front loading videos. That's kind of goes back to what Randy was saying with the frequency of you doing videos. I mean, if you load them and you're doing them like every single day, you're going to get stuff on it. You're going to get traffic. It's
a matter of numbers.
I mean, any book that you go out there looking at, or any high YouTuber that has a high population of numbers, will tell you, hey, you create content, you're going to get views. It's a thing. So, I mean, that goes back to what I didn't answer that part of it, Chris, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but it was just I don't pay attention to the numbers. Okay. So do I look at my subscription count? Yes. I'd be lying if I said I didn't, but do I watch it like every single day? No, mine is set up where I get a notifier of, hey, this person has responded to your email. This person has responded to a comment, or this person has subbed to your channel. I get those. I just kind of, yay, cool, and keep moving. If I see him on Instagram, I'll say, I'll hit him up occasionally. Hey, thanks for subscribing to me. Appreciate that. Whatever. But yeah, like you guys all kind of collectively said, those who are, monetized might be more concerned about it, but I'm not in it for the money. So
I'll give a good example of somebody that started a channel this year, and then he actually blew right by me. He's one of my best friends, Tools with Souls. I shared his channel. He actually just does a live stream where he'll walk into like Home Depot, he'll walk into Lowe's, Maynard's, or whatever, and he'll show you the prices. He'll sit there and buy 2 or 3 different drills from different companies and do reviews of them. He does a live stream, I think Saturdays or Sundays too. I haven't had a chance to watch it in a while, but we've talked about him and I doing another live stream at some point. just talking about old stuff, nothing to do with our channels, because we go way back to college years. So, but his channel is a good example of that, where he does something like a live thing real quick from a tool store every day. You know, he picks up, then he'll do a regular video where he's comparing, you know, what might be the store brand versus drill or tool versus, you know, Ryobi or whatever brand. You know, he's just done excellent. Like the last month, he gained like 600-700 subscribers. He just started this year. His watch time's great. You know, good for him. He's got the time to do it, and that's what he likes to do. He's sticking to his subject, and he's doing it. You know, it's hard. Like for me, it's hard because I don't want to stick to one subject necessarily. I'm probably going to focus more on the motorcycle content again. I don't know if you guys saw my community post I put up a few weeks ago. You know, what riding season is going to be somewhat over. The Indian Scout 60 probably won't be out of the shed again the rest of the year, unless we get a nice warm up again. But I've got that China bike that I'm going to start doing a little bit more videos with that. That's a whole new game for me. I mean, that's something people were spending their COVID money on, bikes from Amazon. And that's basically what this bike is. It came off, you know, you can buy them from Amazon or directly from the dealership. You know, I got one that was already put together, and somebody had already dropped it basically. So I don't know if somebody bought a bike and their mommy told them to send it back afterwards, or they probably fell down on it once and skinned their knee and send it back to the dealership. But Joel Victor's here. He's usually watches our live streams pretty much. Let me see. We'll get back to that. I'm kind of answering that question, but frustrations with YouTube. My biggest frustration is when people don't watch it. I always feel like, okay, I'm not making something that people want to see. You know, and I know it's not just me. I know there's a lot of people that are going through that. But in the same token, I'm seeing other people, oh, I got 200 more subscribers this month. You know, making motorcycle content, doing other things. And I'm like, all right, what am I doing wrong that I'm not doing that? You know, I'm watching my numbers go like this, and I've kind of leveled off now. You know, and I was kind of hoping this bike will maybe pick up some things a little bit.
I'm laughing at what Dan said.
Is it? I was already. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't look at this as a job, but it does pay a little bit. Not much. I can't even afford a gallon of gas anymore. What they're paying me. That's not just YouTube's fault though either. So, but we won't go there with Brandon.
Well, I don't know. The whole yeah, let's go. The whole frustration of videos not being watched. You got to remember, all these people watch and have jobs too. I mean, I didn't notice it until it happened, but I went probably months with no comment from Randy, and he's in our group. What's up with that? Well, then I get 4 comments in a row from 4 different videos. Yeah. I'm like, okay, he's binge watch. So, you know, don't get, that's why I don't take the numbers too serious, because I have people I watch that I haven't watched. So,
I struggled a little bit watching some videos too. Like I said, I think I just finished watching everybody's VAM videos in end of September. You know, like Sinister, his videos were coming out. I kept saving them. Yeah. And then finally, like, oh, now I'm watching the trip videos. Now I can get caught up with that. I stopped saving to watch till later because that got too large, and you know that's what she said. But it was unrealistic. I'd go in there, I'll watch that later. I'll watch it. Yeah, it got too. So I just kind of cleared it out. I mean, Jimmy C right there says a great point. And I'll echo off what Jason just said. Is that imagine it, even whether we're going back to work or not, whether you're working from home or not, any person, there's 2 points of this. Any person, when they get on YouTube, they're either clicking to binge to look at whatever their interests are, or they are on there hitting search for a specific thing. Those are the harder ones to catch, because if they're not looking for bike stuff, every one of us are out of it. So the other part of it is they're just binging. Then they're going to be looking at either whatever their favorites are they typically watch, like what you said, the tools one, or they're going to be looking at whatever's trending at the top when they open YouTube up. So, I mean,
it's a limited time, like you said. When you, I mean, I barely watch a lot of stuff unless I see, you guys specifically in there or somebody else specifically in there. I'll click and watch. And somebody a while back said set it a quarter, 1.25 speed. I forget to do that, but I can. It just, you got to watch what you can watch, and it ain't easy.
Yeah.
Another thing to keep in mind too is people watching from different devices. Like 99.9% of all my YouTube watching is on my Xbox 360. I cannot leave a comment. I can like videos, but I can't leave a comment.
Mr. G.
So, I watch all of y'all's videos, but unless I physically get on, my laptop or whatever to leave a comment, I can't do that, which
you can only do it from your cell phone or from your laptop. You can't do it like if you're watching on TV. I've done that before, but I stopped doing that unless I'm watching something to show my wife, unless I'm showing her something. But that's something I wish could change. If I could sit there and voice mic something in, or like you're saying, type something with play with your joystick and get some words coming out of that.
Yeah. Well, that's what. There's a couple live streams I would watch on the weekends. Like I was going up to pick up my daughter. Outback Outlaw would always have a live stream from Australia, but it'd be like Sunday morning here at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, I get in the car, start driving, I throw that on. I can't really comment. I might just, acknowledge that I'm there watching, and he'll say something. And that's really, you can't sit there and comment while you're driving, but at least you're watching the video or the live stream.
And that's the other thing I don't like about on the phone is you can comment and listen and comment on your phone, but you can't tag.
Yeah.
So like you're in the comments, if you're trying to tag a specific person, hey McStash, what you up to? Or hey McStash, what'd you do with this or that? And hey Randy, this. It won't let you tag. I mean, it's kind of inconsistent. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, Mr. G has left the building.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go on to question 3. How old is your camera and microphones and editing equipment, and are you planning on doing any upgrades?
I have a GoPro Hero 8 that as of last time I used it, loved it. I have the Purple Panda mic. I don't see any need to upgrade, at least on the GoPro front. I do want to get a dual camera setup, one going out from the helmet and one coming back at me. I do have the Insta360 that I scratched the 360 lens literally the day I used it. I still haven't gotten around to trying to fix that yet. Maybe that'll be a project for this winter. As far as inside the house stuff, I've got one of the new Mac Minis as of like a year and a half ago. And I've got one thing I can say for my voiceovers. I've got a blue Yeti microphone. I've had this thing for over a decade. They're like $100. You might even be able to get them cheaper, especially with Black Friday coming up. Best microphone I've ever used, ever been around. It's basically a professional grade microphone at consumer prices. My current,
do you have that, Derek? Do you have that on a what's it called? The
boom.
A boom
arm, or do you have it just on a stand?
No, it's got the regular stand comes with it. I just have a foam condom on it.
I heard those don't work that well.
Well, I also have this thing too.
I meant the foam condom.
Right, but no, I have this thing that can go in front of it. It's same thing, but just
it'll block stuff coming at you.
Yeah, but I don't know. As far as as far as software goes, I use Adobe Creative Cloud. That being said, I remember Toby a couple of episodes ago of our show saying that he used Filmora, and I checked out the free version of Filmora, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. So I'm able to get the Creative Cloud at an educational discount through work, but that's still a hell of a lot more expensive than I think what the $60 that Wondershare wants for their top of the line Filmora. So that may be another project I try this weekend. I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing beats the Creative Cloud. I mean, if you know what you're doing, I mean, they use that to make Hollywood movies and all that.
Yeah.
But the ease of use and the built-in functions that Filmora has just blew me away. I was like, wow. So I'm definitely probably going to check that out over this winter and all that. But the only other thing is I bought that drone last year. I still haven't even used it once yet. So maybe that's something that will give me reason to get out and make some more content. I mean, I have to admit, just being on the live stream with you guys today, sorry to go off script for a second, but you guys have really helped me out a lot, man. I've been in a really dark place these last 5 months, and I can't wait to get back into it.
Yeah. To say it's a good time, you know what I mean? You don't want to spend the money on a new bike right now, but it gives you time to look. I mean, come spring, if come spring too, if you're going to want to look at stuff, you could do demo rides if you don't buy, you know what I mean? If you feel ready to actually get on one.
Yeah, nobody's got anything in stock right now anyhow, at least in my area.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, January 26th, man. Is the next model reveal, so
yeah.
We'll see what they do with that stuff.
I need to follow the Harley stuff a little bit more too. India does that once in a while, and I'm like, I'm not buying anything else.
No, I don't. I just look at it for information, but to see the tech stuff they do, and this is off topic, but last year when Harley released their models virtually, I made it a point to go to Indian, to Triumph, to Einfeld or whatever, and some other bike manufacturers, and I subscribe to theirs just so that I can get those updates, because I want to see what everybody's doing, because you just kind of keep an open mind and see what one company is failing to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it always kills me too. Like the biggest thing when I see either Harley or Indian or any brand, it's always going to be I ain't going to buy that piece of shit. That's not a Harley. That's not a real Indian. People are bitching about the new Chief still a year later. It's been a year since they come out with the new Chief. Well, they're not going to make the vintage anymore. They're going to stop making the vintage after this year, last year. I'm like, yeah, the vintage is nice, but they weren't selling them anymore. Everybody bought them, 2015, 16. They're the same bike for 4 or 5 years. Why go out and buy them again? I'm not going to trade my one car in for the same car. I'm not going to trade my bike in for the same bike. I've already had this bike. Why do I need to go buy another one? The same thing. I think I hope nothing ever happens to this bike. If something happens, I probably won't go back with it. I'm ready. That's when I'm ready to move on, is when something happens to it, either breaks or I'm just tired of it. Not going to buy the same bike for that reason. It's whatever. It's like I said, anybody Harley, Indian. I don't know about the Honda guys so much. But,
I didn't mean to get you off topic though. But I think it was Jason's turn.
Yeah.
McDash.
How old is your cameras, microphones, and editing equipment? Are you planning on upgrading? I have 2 5s, a 7 and 8 GoPro series. I just come up with a Insta360 1R. So that's the 5 cameras for the bike. I'm not planning on. No, I take that back. I did actually give one of my 5s away to somebody else because he was doing the 2 camera thing, and the one facing him looked like crap. It was an old 3 that was just, and I'm like, dude, I can't let you do that. So I sent him a 5. So yeah, I did get rid of that one, but I watch for used cameras. I don't buy mine new. I buy them used. The first 2 5s I got was a moto vlogger who didn't moto vlog and never was able to get it going. So I bought them off of him. Here at the house, the camera I'm using here is Amazon Special 4K, small little handheld thing. I don't know, $200. It does what it needs to do. I did just get a new iPad Pro to use on my 360 camera. My microphone is actually my Cena. I split my Cena and run it into my camera. So my audio is incredible that way. I'm not looking to change that because Cena's cost way too much. So no, I mean, I think I'm in a good spot. I'm just looking for different angles and different views now, different to try and keep it exciting, keep it edgy, maybe.
Although sinister. Oh, go ahead.
As far as programming goes, I was using Power Director, but I went to change computers, laptops, and was going to go upgrade my laptop, and they wouldn't transfer my software. I had to buy new software. I'm like, I bought it once. Why do I need to buy it again? So I'm not so happy with Power Director right now. But I mean, I know how to use it is a problem. So I hate to go with anything else. But.
Okay, Sinister, your turn.
I have a GoPro 7 and 8. I don't plan on going to a 9 or a 10 or anything like that. Those do what I need them to do. I did get a 360 camera, so I'm trying to get used to using that. First time I used it, I screwed something up.
They're hard to use.
I'm working into it. As far as mics go, I do use the Purple Panda. I am trying to do more research and see if there's other things out there, and just kind of have a backup. Something that would, because as you obviously know, you try to hook up a mic, and something like a Purple Panda is really long, and I don't want to have to yank that out and then install something when I'm out on vacation. That would annoy me. So I'm trying to find something simpler and easier to use. So working on that. I think I found something, but I need to do some more testing. And then I use Filmora. I've been using it since I started getting on YouTube. So it does the trick. Toby was talking about David. How do you say his last name? Patil?
David Batal.
Batal, yeah. So I watch a lot of his videos. He's a Filmora expert.
Yeah.
He does a lot of live streams, and I mean, he has a ton of stuff out there, and he's very willing to help you. Very cool dude. So that's how I've gotten better at using it, is just watching videos of how to create videos. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
Hey, Toby, your turn.
Yeah, so I have a GoPro 8. I got it for Christmas a couple of years ago. It's what I was going to start using to do like just recording, vlogging myself, and then open me up to this freaking crazy ass motovlogging, incredibly huge world of all you guys. It's hard to believe when I look back and think of Christmas in 2018 or 19 that 2 years later I'd be here and you guys would be accepting me as a knucklehead. So, but it's Daryl, Derek was saying about a front facing camera. I've got this one. So that's my front facing camera. This is a GoPro HD original. That's one of the first models they had. So, but there's a couple videos I have where I include front facing of myself, and you can see that the image is not all that bad. So, I'm kind of the same as Randy and everybody else is there. I'm using, I use a gaming mic that I plug into a splitter on the helmet to go under my chin skirt and stuff. I was using a very long, lavalier mic for like mail calls. The most recent one, the ones I've just been publishing, have that enabled me to talk and walk over there and put stickers on all at the same time. I recently, a few months back, I got a Bluetooth version I'm going to start using that clips into the camera, obviously clips onto my belt, and it works just as good. It was inexpensive. I'd recommend it to anybody. I'll do a review on it, and that's coming eventually. Okay. To excite Derek a little bit, I snagged this. So I was watching Think Media, and the guy was talking about a microphone, boom mic, I guess, and so I snagged this thing on Amazon, nice and long for anybody getting excited. But it goes, either on, you can hook it up on the cell phone, you can hook it up on the GoPro, whatever. So I'm just looking to improve that kind of, audio experience, because if you don't have good audio, your film sucks. Bottom line,
Yeah.
no matter what it is, that's the first tip for anybody starting out a channel. And then I just Randy, I just use my cell phone. The cell phone and those cameras are the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's like Jason, when I walked in and met him at Bluegrass, he had his cell phone going, talking to it and everything. And that's why I said I keep that with me, but I've just got to get in the habit of pulling that thing out and whipping it out and letting them see it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's unless these cameras break, I have no reason to upgrade anything.
Yeah.
The gamer mic you mentioned, I bought one of those recently. So far, it is working really well, but I want to do some more testing. That's going to be my backup mic. It's just easier to install. You don't have to.
Dude, that's exactly. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
We already do. I've been saying that for months, and I'm still working on, how the helmet setup and all that kind of stuff. I want to do a video on it, but there's so much involved with my evolution, my personal evolution of the setup, and I kind of want to capture all of it, But I started with the lavalier thing, ran all that crap through my helmet, and then that was a pain in the ass because if it doesn't work, then you're screwed trying to figure out what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then I saw, I think, Shade Tree and Her Two Wheels and somebody else in here was using the boom mic. And so that's like $8 on Amazon. I'm like, hell, I can replace those easy if one goes bad. So, and that thing was wonderful, even at highway speeds and stuff. I was surprised at how well I could hear. So, I'm same as you. I prefer what McStash saw this one, and Tony from 530 Bikers ran into all three of it. We all got linked up there opportunistically wise at the dealership, and I showed him my helmet, and it seems bulky because it's got the mount, the camera, and the stuff on it there. But I'm about, like you said, I'm about simple, quick, and easy. I run a USB cord to the camera from the charging thing so that I don't have to sit here and swap out batteries all the time. I like simplicity. Motovlogging can be cumbersome enough. So I'll shut up now.
All right. I use GoPro 8 with the media mod off the bike. That always stays on a tripod. I use 7 on my helmet. I don't have any interest in changing it out because I think the 7's been a really good camera for vlogging stuff. I haven't been doing a lot of moto vlogging this year. I kind of cut back on that. That's one thing I kind of stayed away from. I don't want to talk when I'm riding anymore. Unless I'm going like on a trip or something. I think I talked a little bit. We were riding down to Vam and back, and I may have done 1 or 2 moto vlogs on the way to work this year. I don't know. I got too much on my mind, and I don't want to ramble on too much about it. So I didn't really ride anywhere other than Vam this year. I did a few rides around here locally, and that's about it. I did that video last winter where I had the dual moto vlogging set up. I don't ride with anybody that has a Cardo or anything on their helmet, so I have nobody to talk to with that. So I took that back out. I still have it there if I ever need it. But I've been using the same cheap microphone for a year. I can't remember the name of it. But
have you guys ever watched? I think his name is Shaggy. Shaggy's something. I'll tell you. I'll see if I can't find the link for the guy's channel. He's an MC guy, but it's it was funny. I watched one of his first ones, and he was pulling his bike out from his gravel driveway or whatever it was, getting ready to go ride or meet up with his son or something. And his moto vlog, I kid you not, turned on a cell phone, hit the camera front facing, dropped it in his damn shirt pocket, and off he went. That was his idea of moto vlogging. I was just like, that's
that's what I tried.
Whatever works.
I was going to try and do a live stream one time doing that on Instagram. Like last year, I had my phone mounted on the handlebars, and I tried to, I'm going to throw a live stream up. What the hell? It's like the whole picture's going like this, and it's like the stability was not there going down the highway 75 miles an hour. I'm like, that sucks. It would have been nice to have some kind of live stream from the bike, but I haven't figured out how to do that. I can do it from the GoPro 8 and the 7, but I'm like, that's a hassle. And the connection to the internet's not going to be good as you're going down the road. So it would be kind of neat to see a live bike demo or something like that. Actually, somebody on there, they didn't edit out the parts, and this person's actually riding the bike. They're doing it live. They didn't edit out anything from it. So, but all my editing. Yeah, all my editing's from my phone still. Been doing that for 4 or 5 years now, so I don't plan on changing that out.
So you do all your editing from your phone?
Yep. You caught video editor. I pay like $4 or $5 a year for subscription, and they just keep updating it like 2 or 3 times a year. More features. I can do the picture-in-picture now where I couldn't do that before this year. So I mean, the technology from the phone is still getting better every day. So I don't have to carry a laptop. The nice thing is if I go on a trip somewhere, if I want to edit the video and get it out that day, I can do it. I don't have to carry a laptop. So
I think Doyle does the same thing. I think he edits all his stuff from his phone and publishes.
I think so.
I don't have the aptitude for that.
Yeah. I like everything.
Especially my blind ass.
Oh yeah. Everything, you just drag it and cut it and trim, do all that right on the phone. So it's simple. I like it. Takes a lot of memory, but that's why I have a backup hard drive too. So once I'm done and uploaded a video, I take it right off there.
Yeah.
I did replace my phone this year. I had the S9 for Samsung and I got the S21 now. That's got double the memory. So that helps quite a bit. But my cameras, I have 7 on the helmet. I usually try to do my 6 on the handlebars. 6 is good facing you. But I did the one video before VAM where I just got done working on my bike and I just did that quick little ride. You can see a lot of this going down the road when it's forward facing. I didn't like that. I don't know. I may replace my 6 with another 8 eventually. But my 8 was actually used. My 6 was used. 7 was the only brand new one I bought. I love that 7 still. That's perfectly fine. Does what it needs to. I don't need a 9 or 10. Problem with the 9s and 10s, you had to replace all the batteries, everything else that plugged into it. Nah, I'm good. So that's it for that. Let me see. We have number 4. What is the longest solo trip you've ridden so far? That's a solo trip by yourself.
Longest solo trip probably was from me to you when we went down, met up to go down to VAM.
Yeah.
I was going to go from New York to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Mr. McStash, your longest solo trip.
Solo. Normally on a long trip, I take the wife, but my longest solo trip would have been the one I just did a couple weekends ago. Blue Bike and Doyle called me up, said, "Hey, we got a place for you to stay if you want to come down and see Forgotten Angels Camp." So I hopped on the bike, and in 26 hours, I made it down. 25 hours, I made it back. A little over 1,000 miles.
Nice. All right, Sinister. I know you've done a lot of trips solo, so.
So far now it's.
No, he does them with Dan. He don't do them solo.
Yeah.
No, actually, I rode back from Sturgis this year to back home, and that was 1250. That was that's the longest I've done solo. Yeah.
Yeah. The winner goes to.
But that was, that's the longest.
No, because you went. That's right, Chris. Because you went 2020. You went solo.
Yeah, I'm back by myself.
But 21. Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, Toby, your question.
Longest I've ever done solo would be when I rode from. I'm figuring it would be. Yeah. So when I flew down to Tennessee to Hopkinsville, Kentucky, to the motorcycle dealership there. Picked up my new at the time 12 Victory Cross Country Tour and rode that down to Georgia and then up to DC to go home with it. So that might have been the longest. The other part I was going to say was when I rode it from DC to Louisville, Kentucky to pick up my wife for us to ride to Sturgis with. But that was a solo trip as well. So these days she and I pretty much do all the riding together. So solo.
So you're out of the solo.
Yeah, it's unless I'm riding like up to someplace for an appointment or just to go around town, something myself. We both love to ride together everywhere. So, go to eat something, go to catch a cool scenic shot or ride around, see the fall leaves or whatever the case might be. But the longest ones were probably those.
Yeah.
Randy, do you get to do much 2-up riding?
I have in the past. I'm trying to think the longest 2-up I ever did was from Kentucky to Louisiana.
Ooh, that's a good ride though.
That was
Still,
a good haul. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just a little bit.
Talk about some dialect changes.
Yeah.
right. We burned up an oil change a couple years ago. Went out towards Sturgis Way and all that. What did I miss?
Wait a minute, Dan. You've got a damn trike. What the hell?
Oh yeah, that don't count. It's kind of like sister riding with Dan. Randy riding with Dan. That don't. I mean, I did 6,000 miles on a single
That
trip,
sounds
but
bad.
it was with 2 other guys. So,
Dad, you need to be careful where you word that.
Do one of you guys need to borrow the boom mic?
the really long one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh, Ty, you hit this place at the wrong time.
That's funny, Ty. We were just talking about big things, and you pulled in with the Sportster S with the big exhaust. Double tube, 2-hole punching.
Yeah. And it still makes no noise.
Right.
Yeah, we got. Let's see.
But it'll hurt his ass.
Yeah, my longest trip is still the Sturgis one by myself, solo. So
Wow.
this year, my longest trip solo was probably to work and back. That's about all I got to say for this year. I didn't get a second meetup in. So hopefully next year I'll get 2 meetups in. We'll talk about that one for our plans for 2022 because that's our last question for today. Throttle Fiend, we'll start with you, obviously. What trips are you planning for 2022 if you can?
The only thing definitive right now is VAM 22, hopefully. Again, everything's still up in the air, but I'd like to think that by then we'll have something going on. And actually, Mrs. Fiend wants to come along too, and she might actually be riding as well, depending on the situation.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. McStash, 2022. What do you got?
We have, of course, VAM is planned. The guys up north and that speak that funny stuff up in Canada, they're talking about Canada.
Hey.
They're talking about a meetup up at Niagara Falls, eh?
Oh,
or in that general area. So I've got my ears peeled for that. And actually, my 10-day trip this year is actually getting bumped back. We're going to Hawaii in June or July. We're going to Hawaii in July. I'm going to mark that one off the states of riding in. And then the Blue Bike and Doyle and myself are meeting up. Details are on Instagram. We are going out Field of Dreams and then down and across. And, we are going to hit a bunch of Roadside America, and we are going to hit a bunch of moto vloggers. If we are in your area, we're coming past your area, let us know. We want to see you. So that's
Yeah, Field of Dreams. They were actually having that baseball game with the Yankees 2 years ago last year when I went to Sturgis. But I think I missed it by like 1 day going through there. Like they were going to have it like a day after I passed.
The movie or something?
Yeah, they do like a Yankees and White Sox? White Sox game out there. I think they've done it twice now. I think they had it again this year too. But I missed it by like 1 day on my trip back. So I'm sure it was not a cheap stop if I did go there. So
right
for that. But
yeah, you can rent the house, but it's like $700 a night to sleep there.
Jeez.
That's not bad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you split it
No,
up like
okay,
10
I'll-
ways.
If you got
Oh.
Ty from Tennessee money, it's not bad.
Now, don't get me wrong. Forgive me. I was watching as part of my class. If I can remember to, I'll shoot you guys the link in TED Talks. But there's a guy who does this, probably 15-minute video, and you've probably seen TED Talks before. But the dude does this thing where for a newspaper or for publication he worked for, he went through multiple businesses, services, products, whatever, and an experiment based upon the elite, high-level cost expensiveness of that situation. And there's apparently a hotel in New York, and Derek, you might know this, where the hotel, no kidding, was $43,000 a night.
Jesus.
But it included a chauffeur, like a Bentley. It included like access to like this wine cellar, all sorts of crap. But that's why I said when you said 700, I'm like thinking. I thought straight to that. I'm like, I'd take the Field of Dreams any day over that shit.
Right? Jesus, peace.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Randy. Trips
Jason,
for
were you done
2022. Yeah. All right. No.
Randy,
Is it
wake
my
up.
turn? Are we switching it?
Yeah, it's your turn.
No,
Yeah.
I think I confused Randy. I think I was asking Jason if he was done yet.
Yeah.
Oh, was you?
The last question.
What question?
100%. The only thing I know right now is I'm going to go back for the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
Okay.
Then, as part of that, I'm going to ride down to Moyer, Oklahoma for Stubborn American Rally.
I'd like to,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm
I would
definitely
like to do that.
100%. I'm already booking stuff now. Some of it's booked. Well, I already booked my tent site for K River
Okay.
ahead of time. But that's all I know right now. Maybe VAM 22 since I'm really not that far away.
Yeah.
It's probably like 5 hours. So
Are you planning on moving out to the Arizona Ozarks area? Just a
I
question.
think so, right? I mean, I love it out there, man. It's
It's beautiful.
It's amazing. So if you Toby, you need to go. You're closer than I am.
What's that?
Ozarks.
Oh yeah.
But
Sure,
yeah,
yeah.
but out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
All right, Toby, your question.
So I mean, honestly, we don't really have anything in stone right now. We've never been to Daytona during Bike Week, and so we might do that. BAM 22 is up there as well. There's a few rides on the radar, but nothing is locked in right now. We have and again, we hate to say this like we did last year, but the C word is kind of dictating a little bit of it in that every 2 years, my wife's family, extended family up in Maine, does a reunion. And I mean, you're talking 100 plus people, one of those kind where you need a panoramic camera to get everybody in the photo. And they didn't do it last year. It's usually on the it's usually on the odd years. They didn't do it this summer because of the C word. So they were looking at doing it. I think they made it a rain check thing for next year. And what she and I are looking at doing there, if the grandparents would agree with taking the kids with them for that trip, is we want to ride up there ourselves. And it's up in like Aroostook area, Eagle Lake area. It's Fort Kent area. It's like half hour from the Canadian border, and hitting that from here. That's an easy 3-day, couple thousand miles. I think it was 2,500 plus last time we checked it. So that's one that we are hopefully looking to do. But aside from that, any main rallies or anything like that, we don't have anything written in stone yet.
Yeah.
So, but before I forget this, as it's the last question, McStash may already know this, Sinister may already know this, I don't know. For anybody listening, watching, and for you guys, if you're up in the Dayton, Ohio area anytime, you need to go check out a place. You can Google it, look up. It's on Facebook as well. It's called Jim's Harley Davidson. It's the guy used to be a Harley Davidson dealership until things went south, whatever, and Harley took their authentication or whatever it is away from them. So now they've changed they've changed their name to Jim's Throttle something. But you can look up Jim's Harley Davidson and it will be there. The guy's shop, this goes back to what we were saying, using your cell phone and kind of just walking in and recording and all that kind of stuff. I got their permission initially, and then when I walked out to get the door, the entrance and all that stuff and come back in, the wife told me, the lady who the husband and wife team own it, and she said, please stop recording, because they didn't know me. And I was like, I get it. I'm just a small guy, just trying to praise your place, because it was a blast down memory lane. I mean, you talk about tons of engines and engine blocks, and they still sell bikes in there, but I mean, old, and it's all for sale. Signs, food plates, Harley piggy banks, Harley photographs.
This is where now?
Look up Jim's Harley Davidson. I think it's outside of Dayton, Ohio. It might be a couple hours. It was a 4-hour drive for us up to that way. And I'll send you guys, if I can remember, to the link or whatever. But it's a badass place. The dude has been in that business doing it for 30, 40 years with his wife. And I can't praise it enough. I went in there and I was just mind blown. It doesn't matter what brand of bike you like, you can go into a place like that and really respect the history and the knowledge, and had like all sorts of Harley clocks and bike parts, and nice place. So
Okay. I guess my plans for 2022, VAM 22, obviously. That one I'm 99% sure about, as long as nothing extreme happens in the meantime. K Rivers on the radar. Bearded Bobber went. He did an iron butt there and back from California. Like Dirty D's was there, Dirty D's son. But we're talking about possibly having a meet up there next year. That would be, I think it's like 1,200 miles from me, K River. But like I said, my friend Tools from Souls, he actually lives in Missouri. So I haven't talked to him about this. So I don't think he's even watching anyway, but I've considered, if I'm going to go out that way, possibly going into Missouri like the day before to where he lives, and then going down from there. I think he's about 200 miles from K River. I kind of mapped it out already. I thought about doing an iron butt to Missouri and then having an extra day or so to get into K River. So as long as my ass isn't sore like Ozarks was on the way down.
I still think that needs some forensic examination. I don't know if it's because of a bike ride.
Yeah. I mean, did Vaseline sponsor the ride down by any chance?
What happens in the Ozarks stays in the Ozarks is what I heard.
Been there, right?
He may draw disability for that. That's a good one. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That'll be one of those lawsuits you see on TV someday. Have you had a sore ass from riding with Sinister Clutch?
Right?
Class action lawsuits. Yeah, KY is the sponsor of those trips. Okay. We've been trying to get them as a sponsor for a while too. Old Spice, KY, What
was it? 2 too? We tried for that, didn't we?
Yeah. Hey, we'll take whatever we can get for sponsorship.
Maybe we should send Randy down there to talk to him.
Yeah. Show him your portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, most of the conversation was kind of different from what we were talking about. They kind of stayed on that topic for about half an hour or so. If you don't want to watch the video, check the live comments out. Those are great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our 5 questions today.
Jarvis
Jarvis
Biker,
is
there's one of the Canadians right there.
Yeah. I need my passport. I would like to do that when Niagara Falls is like an hour and a half from me. So
actually, you don't need a passport if you got the new driver's license.
Yeah.
the fancy driver's license.
Pennsylvania still has the same license from like 1985.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, we don't have
the
enhanced.
vote.
Yeah, nothing's
They have the
enhanced
same
on my
voting
license.
machines too.
Yeah.
What did you say, McStash? About the driver's license?
If you got the new driver's license, it works as a passport too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The real ID thing.
Something
Pennsylvania's behind on that, unfortunately. They keep talking about the real ID crap, and it's still not working. Technically, Pennsylvania residents aren't supposed to walk into a federal building yet. So, not that I really want to anyway. But, yeah.
I'll keep the mug off the picture, but
Yeah, I got that.
yeah, it's something like this, I think. So
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I don't think it, and it's crazy because I don't think it lasts as long as the driver license used to, and it costs more to get it done.
Yeah.
Which,
Of course.
yeah,
Well, yeah, that's par for the course right there.
Yeah.
Jarvis, that sounds like that's right up Dan's alley.
Dang,
Yeah.
that looks terribly a lot like mine. I guess it's a universal type.
I just shared the that biker play. It's in Mendon, Ohio, Jay. So I
Yeah.
just shared the link on there. So you guys, I like I said, you'd enjoy. It's over the board.
Proctologist.
It used to be Sinister Clutch. He's going with Blacktop Devil. They're going to change it to Numb Ass.
Yeah.
No man.
Mr. Clinch. Oh my gosh. Hey, if you can't make fun of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
me and Toby had that conversation in Bluegrass with Tony Cox. We were talking. We had actually gotten to talking about sponsors, and I said, you know, I wouldn't mind any sponsor as long as it wasn't like Manscaping. And then found out they were sponsored by Manscaped. And he said, you know, if you can't make, because I was a couple weeks behind watching their stuff, and he's like, hey, if you can't make a joke about shaving your nuts, what can you make a joke about? And I'm like, all right, I got you. None but.
Jesus.
It's funny,
That's
they've
kind of hard
actually-
to put that up on
they've actually
YouTube.
They've actually dropped that sponsorship, you know.
Oh, what?
I think they've actually dropped that sponsorship.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just remember that they used to,
Did somebody get a nip and a tuck?
Anonymous is saying Sinister Clutch or Crunch or whatever should link up with these nuts.
D's.
Dirty D's and Tony Cox.
Dirty D's.
Yeah.
There we go. We're off the rails. We're done.
That's one cat I look forward to meeting someday.
Who's D's?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny. If you go on Google Maps for K River Campground right now, the only pictures from K River Campground are Dees and his son winning that bike ride thing.
Nice.
I went on there. I go, hey, I know him. Some lady took a picture there that day for that meetup. Yeah. So it's like Dirty Dees and his son are like 100 pictures on the K River Campground Google Maps right now.
I gotta keep it tight, buddy. Gotta keep it tight.
Oh my gosh.
Who could go for
Side conversation.
Who could go for an Old Spice whistle right about now?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
we got better conversation in the comments today than we do on the actual stream. That's good.
Yeah.
They are tearing it
It's-
up today.
It's
Yeah.
coffee hour.
100% participation. I like that. We'll just sit here. We'll just sit here and let the comments go through. We don't have to talk anymore.
Right?
I'll just keep putting the good ones up.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I got something for them. We got all them people doing stuff in the comments. Would you guys like to see a giveaway?
Yeah,
You know, hit them up for that.
yeah. that's one of the things we're going to try and work on this year, and doing giveaways for our participants in the audience. I'm going to go ahead and do one for everybody this time around. Then each month we're going to have somebody else do a giveaway. You'll have to come back to see if you won, but I'm going to ask a question. And my question is, this is for the audience that are talking about everybody's asses right now, if they're actually paying attention. But my question is, name 3 out of the 4 meetups I've gone to in the last 3 or 4 years since I started YouTube. But that's my question. And my giveaway is going to be a gift certificate to Thunder Road. I'm an ambassador for Thunder Road, so I thought I'd do a giveaway for them. Also, the nice thing about the giveaway for that is you can also get 15% off when I give you the code. So I think we're going to do that. We agreed on like $20, $25 for all our giveaways. So I'll do a $20 gift certificate to Thunder Roads. They're based out of Arizona, small business, right on Route 66, but you can order from them online. And I got to stop bumping the table. But that's the question. If you're paying attention now, and not talking about each other's asses in the chat.
Right?
Let's see. There we go. Monthly live stream giveaway for those of you that skip the rest of this live stream that are watching later on. Like I said, the question is, name 3 out of the 4 meetups I've been to. Not too hard to figure out if you go on my channel and look it up, but I prefer if you watch the videos. But we're going to do this each month, and message me on my Instagram if you have Instagram. If not, you can email me too. My Google emails in my About section on my YouTube channel here. And we'll do this next month. I will announce who won that, and then we'll go from there. I don't know who's going to want to do it next month, but
I'll take it next month.
Okay. And we'll let you decide what you want to do for the giveaway then too. We'll talk about that.
Just as a point of,
okay.
so for, since we didn't discuss this previously, okay, so let's say you get 10 responses that are all correct. I assume you're going to do random generator to pick the. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
well,
we didn't really discuss that.
I would say try this. I would also suggest, I've seen this done before. People will, if we're going to start this, you throw the question out at the beginning of the live stream. And then re-ask the question and say, hey, there's going to be a question, or actually don't throw it at the beginning. Say there's going to be a question at the end. Yeah. And then when you say it at the end, first person who pops it in the comments is the one that wins.
Yeah.
Like, instead of doing 3 or 4.
There's your winner.
Yeah.
Anonymous, sorry, put it in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Those do not count.
Those are not motorcycle meetups.
Those are all private.
Yeah, those are all the private ones that went anonymously.
Yeah.
But well, basically the way I want to do it though, like I'll ask the question at the end. We'll talk about that. The next one we'll bring it up. I'll do the giveaway at the beginning of the next one, but just direct message me or email me, and I'll do a random drawing out of the names that people contact me, and we'll just go from there. You know, if Throttle Fiend's doing the next one, you'll have to DM and contact him on Instagram or whatever, how you want to do it. We'll just decide it in the next one, whatever you're comfortable. If you want to have your email or
throttlefiend@gmail.com.
Yeah. We'll make sure we put that in the comments later. Yeah. But yeah, don't answer here, because if you answer here what I really did for the 3 meetups, then you are disqualified. So yeah, just direct message me with the answer on Lawson Ranger Instagram. You can click on my About section. I have a link to my email and the.
So wait, does that mean that AB is disqualified?
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting a special prize package from Sinister Clutch.
Oh, my God.
His sponsors.
We'll have Bikes, Beards, and Brews get with him in the butt plug thing.
Yeah.
Free gift certificate to the porn shop.
Right?
Yeah.
Roar Rock has something special for you.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for what I got to talk about today. It looks like everybody in the comments still got stuff to talk about. But,
Oh, they have been on it today. Thank you so much, guys.
Yes.
That has been wonderful. That live chat has been off the hook.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, I think that's the most participation we have. That's pretty good. Hopefully, Bubba's watching us from up above, laughing at us. Look at these fucking idiots.
Right?
Yeah. No, you
But,
mentioned, I was going to say, just what you said there, Chris, was my final two thoughts would be, to Bubba, is I didn't really say anything earlier, but the time I did meet, I'm honored to have met him before he passed. And then lastly, to anybody in the chats, or as you see this, when you publish it again or whatever, thank you to our veterans.
Yeah.
Thank you to our veterans, as this is Veterans Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right, everybody. Anybody else got anything they want to share? I think we're going to start wrapping it up before I get booted off anyway.
Right. There goes your monetization.
Yeah. Sponsors. We had a bunch of sponsors watching today said, nope. And to those, I say, shoot the train horn. We didn't even talk about the Portuguese snowblower at all today.
Right.
So I think are you giving yourself too much credit for TV there? with that action way up off screen?
Hey, you'll never know.
Right.
Only
Don't want to know.
Got to save some surprises for live.
Oh, my goodness.
AB, you hearing it? You hearing this, AB? This is all you. What he's talking about, it's all you.
Clutch has always got something to shares what AB said.
All right, yeah. Just message me if you guys want to be part of the giveaway. Message me for the answers, Instagram, or on my email in the link below in my About section. Got to have all the official wording. There's 13 people watching this mess.
And we got 60.
You had more than
Holy
that
crap.
earlier.
Yeah. I had more people watch this than my last videos combined. Cool.
Right?
Yeah. That's all right. I'll just keep doing live streams. Let's say these are easy. I don't have to edit anything.
So that's why you move it over to OnlyFans and you'll be much better off.
Yeah.
No. I guess OnlyFans is cutting back now. It's got to be Fansly or something like that. I don't know what it's called.
Now, they're just that OnlyFans TV thing. They have to make that user friendly because they're making an app for it.
Oh, geez. I don't know.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Mavis is lurking. He probably got scared when he started hearing all the butt jokes.
Yeah.
He was clenching.
Right?
All right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
VAM 22. I know that's hopefully when I get to see everybody live, but we don't know in the meantime. So that's our first episode of season 2. Nobody died, hopefully, in the filming of this event. Nobody's feelings, I don't think, got hurt except for somebody's ass. So
I can't touch that one.
You ain't. Even if it was my ass, you ain't touching it.
No.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Get back to me if you want to be part of the contest I mentioned. I'm not mentioning it again. And we'll have one monthly. All right. Let's end this now. Bye for now, everybody.
Later.